What's up, brother? What's up, sister? My name Bill. I went to prison when I was 19 for making poor decisions. Spent 9 years, got out at the age of 28. During my time in prison, I've seen and been around people that were sexually assaulted. I've seen murders with my own 2 eyes, brutal murders, people getting stabbed up. I've seen so much corruption. I've seen people get so depressed and commit suicide. My brothers and sisters, I'm just encouraging y'all to the best of your ability, try to do the right thing, man. Stay out them jails, stay out them prisons. It's not worth it because you could go in and never make it out. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy Billy. It's your boy Billiard. Hey, man, I'm in the bed. I'm chilling. I'm tired. I don't want to hear nobody mouth. Get your lazy ass up. Nah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, folks. Listen, let me tell y'all this. So this was a good, normal day. Me and my boy Dutta from Cordele, Georgia, had just made our famous, we used to take a honey bun, kind of smush it in the middle a little bit, put all kind of stuff in it, put another honey bun, wrap it around, drop it in the hot water bug, pull it out, put some ice cream on top of it. And the officer came in there and called yard call. Me and my boy Dutta had just made that. And I was feeling like a real big back. I had just sat there and ate that right after we ate a pocket. So I said, let me go and go outside, bust a few laps, get me a little exercise in. As I'm walking out the door, it's this little dude named Topp. They used to call him Topp. Little young dude, bro, full of energy. All he want to do is play and try to bet people stuff, bro. I'm talking about as soon as I'm walking up to the door, the officer holding the door open saying, come on now, yard call, last call. This man jump up real high and hit the top of the door. See, Bill, I bet $10. You can't hit over where I hit it. I'm like, man, watch out, man. I'm about full as hell. I jump up there doing all that. I'm going to throw up and my stomach going to start cramping up. I'm not doing that shit. So he started laughing about lazy ass nigga. So we go in the yard. I'm just busting laps, bro. Before I even fully walk off, Top already arguing with somebody. Boy, I bet $10 you can't do this. I bet $5 you can't do this. So by the time I make my first official lap, because the yard big as hell, it's a pull-up bar, kind of like in the middle, not in the middle of the yard, but like a few feet once you come through the actual gate. And it's him and this old school dude named Roy T standing right there. But you could tell based off the hand gestures that they're arguing. And I just started laughing, bro. I didn't even know what it was about. I said, this nigga Top argues with everybody. I guarantee he trying to bet him something. So as I get closer and closer, old school Roy T, he old school, kind of swole, light-skinned dude. He ain't got no mustache, no beard, no none of that. Low haircut. He like, nephew. He probably like early 60 or something. So I walk over there. I'm like, what's up? He said, let me just ask you one question. So, before he could get something else out, Top said, no, listen, bro. And he said, no, just chill. Let me ask the man the question so it ain't like he taking nobody's side. So Top was like, all right, go ahead. He said, if you don't mind, can you do one proper pull-up real quick? I'm trying to prove a point to him. And I said, one proper pull-up? He said, yeah. So I get on the pull-up bench. I grab the bar. My entire body is like hanging, and I pulled all the way up about right here, and then I went back down. And he said, thank you. So the dude, Top, was like, bro, you don't got to do all that for it to be a proper pull-up, bro. He said, bro, yes, you do. When y'all be doing these little half-ass pull-ups, you not really doing a proper pull-up. So I was just like, shit, I think it depends on what you're trying to work. What exactly is your goal? Because if you're doing a half pull-ups, I think it's working a different muscle versus going all the way down. So, I mean, they both can be effective, but if we just strictly saying proper, then, yeah, I think you got to go all the way down and come all the way back up. So they going back and forth. So old school said, man, y'all niggas so weak. That's why y'all do the half-ass pull-up. He said, man, I guarantee you, I'm almost willing to bet you some money that you can't do 5 proper pull-ups. So Top was like, 5? Man, you crazy, you tripping. So he said, man, I guarantee you can't do 5 proper pull-ups. So Topp get up there, but he couldn't. He got about 3 and was struggling for dear life. Them pull-ups ain't no hoe, boy. So he told he said, man, you sitting here talking about some acting like you this. Nigga, if you do 10 proper pull-ups, I owe you $20 out my store bag on store day. I bet you can't. Let's bet $20. So Roy T was like, nephew, watch out, man. I ain't finna take your money like that. So he said, you not finna take my money? I'm telling you, CB the witness. Man, Unc said, watch out. Unc hopped up on that bar and did like 15 with ease. I guess Topp he ain't know who he was fucking with. He ain't know. So Topp said, all right, well, give me a fair chance to get my money back. So he was like, what you mean? He was like, I bet you can't beat me in racing. I bet you can't. And we could bet another dub on it. So I win my dub back because I know you can't fuck with me in racing. So Roy T was like, I'm not going to race you like speed-wise. He said, you probably can beat me speed-wise. He said, man, I done got older. He said, but I guarantee you can't beat me endurance-wise. So Topp was like, what you mean? What the hell that supposed to mean? So Roy T was like, let's run. It ain't about speed. It's all about who can keep going, longevity. The deal, somebody loses, whoever stopped first, you're the loser. And he was like, bro, you is too old to be, you don't got better wind than me, bro. So Roy T was like, bro, I don't smoke. I don't be buying none of that buck shit. I don't be drinking. Bro, that be y'all doing all that. He said, I know I have more wind than you. So Topp was like, all right, fuck it. Come on, $20. Let's go and crank up right now. So Roy T was like, hold on, young nigga, let me stretch. Let me start stretching. So Topp said, fuck it, go ahead. And I'm going to take off first just so I'll be more tired than you. And I'm about to prove to you, you still can't fuck with me. And Topp started jogging. Roy T went to stretching out. Roy T said, this is a little stupid, young nigga, but at least I got me $40 coming on store day because my wife just told me she ain't going to be able to put no money on my books this week too, so shit, I'm going to be straight. And he stretched a few times and he started jogging. I really wasn't paying him no attention, but I was looking up at him here and there. When I looked up, bro, I don't even think 4 minutes went by. Top ass done stopped. All out of breath and shit. So Roy T like, yeah, young nigga, I got me $40. I got me a $40 store bag coming. Whoop. So we get back in the dorm. I don't even think we was back in the dorm for about 5 minutes. Roy T came up to me, asked me, can he store out 200 bonds? And he was like, I ain't making store myself, but you know me and bruh made that bet and shit. I was like, yeah, for sure. I got you. I gave it to him. And I think Roy T had went around and was just started crediting stuff from people. Because I see him at a Stoneman room, and then he'll be like, say, Topp. And then Topp will be like, yo. And then he'll be like, I was just telling him that you got me on Stowe. And then Topp like, yeah. And he went back in the room, but you could see his energy like on some, he ain't really fucking with the type shit. And I said, this could be a potential problem because Roy T going over here crediting stuff from people. Topp ain't got that same energy he had on the yard. Topp like, oh, sore loser ass nigga. I guarantee he the type nigga, he be ready to fight if he playing a game and he lose or some shit. Like, I don't like no sore loser ass motherfucker. But make a long story short, everything straight, bro. Stowe they come. You hear them down there arguing. Well, right after Topp got his bag and was walking back to the room, and that could have pissed him off because that would have pissed me off too. He walking away from the Stowe lady with his bag. Roy T go to screaming, Topp, come on up here, nephew. Come on up here. So Topp like, man, hold on, bro. The fuck? So Topp go in his room. The Stowe lady leave out. You hear Roy T and Topp arguing. And Roy T like, come on, man. He's saying all kind of stuff like basically like your word is all you got. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you keep your word. You a young nigga trying to teach you something. You don't do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't put, so I guess Topp down there bucking on him. So you got a few people being nosy, you know what I'm saying? I hear my name out the blue. C-Bill was the witness. C-Bill. I'm like, bro, I ain't no fucking witness. I mean, shit, well, I guess I am. But I'm just saying, like, bro, don't put me in y'all shenanigans. So I go down there. You got Topp whole stove bag on his bed. He's at the door, like he's protecting, like stopping Roy T from entering the room or something. And when I came down the steps, Roy T said, "Nephew, did we or did we not? Do he or do he not owe me $40?" He like, "Come on, bro. I owe people. I even owe C-Bill, bro." So Topp was like, "Bro, C-Bill, did we shake on it? Yes or no?" He just being a sore loser. Now he coming up with shit. Now they do say you supposed to shake on it, but come on now. If we, establish that this is what we finna do, bro, just keep your word, folks. You know what I'm saying? So Roy T like, "Nephew, whether we shook on it or not, this is the deal. This is the bet we made." Well, Topp wasn't going. Topp just didn't want to pay him. And Topp was a little shorter than Roy T. Topp was black as hell. They should have named that nigga Midnight. Topp was black as hell. Shit. And had the nerve to have tattoos. And so they started calling out, well, Topp mainly, but Roy T called somebody else too, but they started calling all kind of extra people over there. One of the other people got over there. Basically, the whole argument was, if you make a deal, if you make a bet with somebody, do you have to shake on it to lock it in and make it official? And y'all know what that means. Like, we like bet, like shake your hand. Some people saying yeah, some people saying no. So Roy T is to the point where, like, you know how, like, when you arguing with a nigga and you really don't think it's finna go this far, like, you thought it was gonna go smooth, but once you realize how far, like this shit might go somewhere for real, that look you just give a nigga like, bro, I'm really finna have to beat your ass or something. That's the type of look Roy T was looking at Topp with. And Topp was like, "What, bro? What? What the fuck you staring at me like that for? What, bro? It's over with. I told you that. You already know. Come on, man. We ain't shake on it. That shit ain't locked in. That shit ain't official, bro. You know this already. Come on, man. Take your ass on. Now, if you hungry or something, I'll throw you a little something, get you something to eat. But I'm not giving you no $40 on my stove, bro, for a bet that we never locked on. We never shook on." So at that point, I walk off. I say, "Yeah, Topp on some bullshit." Now, like I say, you do supposed to shake on it, but that's something you supposed to establish that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, instead of playing with the man, you watching him going credit and shit from people. He's using you as a voucher. You're saying yeah, which could potentially put you in some shit with some of them people. And that shit just was fucked up. I felt like he was trying Roy T, because even though, like I said, Roy T was kind of big, but end of the day, he's older. You know what I'm saying? Them goddamn bones don't operate the same way. So a few hours go by. Roy T ain't sat still yet. He been busting laps around the dorm. He ain't sat still yet. You can see Topp getting more and more comfortable with the idea that, I guess he feel like Roy T just went out bad, or that he punked Roy T or whatever, because at first he had his boots on, and then he switched from his boots to his shoes, like some, what the fuck they used to let us buy, Reeboks or something. And then it went from Reeboks to flip-flops. And then it went from him kept looking up at Roy T to him not paying him no attention. This nigga out there betting somebody, doing some damn angled push-ups off the bench, all kind of shit. Roy T sat down, looked like he was out of breath. Topp jump up, he run in his room, he came back out with like 300 bucks. He was like, bet, I bet you can't, I bet you can't. While he said that, Roy T looked back at him and went back looking his way at the TV. He said, I bet you can't. And the dude dropped down there and did some push-ups, some type of way where they doing push-ups. But when you come up, your right knee or some shit like that, you smack it with your left hand. And then when you do it on the other side, you smack your left knee with your right hand. And bruh, when it was Topp turn to go down there and do it, soon when Topp got down on the ground, keep in mind, Topp back is to Roy T's back. But Topp not paying Roy T no attention. Roy T don't look back at him a time or two. So when he got down to do his, Roy T gets up, go clean to Topp room. I'm like, what the fuck? Walks in the room, slide off in there. Topp still down there. Yeah, fuck you talking about? Who can't? Yeah. That man comes out the room with the whole bag of food. And I'm thinking in my head, Roy T, this young nigga finna beat the shit. What the fuck would you go take And then it ain't even like you just went and stole you a couple items. You just came out this man's room with the entire bag. What are you? You know it. You might as well. You'd have been better off swinging on a nigga because you know it's finna turn into a fight now. At this point, we know for a fact this is about to transition into a fight. This is something we know for sure, for a fact. And he was still over there doing the shits. Then they jumped up. They started doing some other type shit. So he go to his room. He was in his room for a while. He came back out his room. Topp still he ain't even realize what's going on. It's a few people that saw what just happened. And everybody just looking now. It's probably I'd say about 6, 7 of us that just peeped the whole move. And everybody just like, you know what I'm saying, just looking from Topp to Roy T, Topp to Roy T. Roy T went right back to that same bench he was sitting on. And he was just sitting there like he looking up at the TV and there, here and there, he'll look back at Topp. So they started doing some other shit where you lay down flat on the ground on your back and they was trying to jump. You know how I never been able to do it in my life. But y'all know it's a way, I don't know what it's called, but you laying on your back and you jump some type of way with your hand like that on the floor and you kick your feet up and you could come to your feet like that. That's what they was doing, but they was doing some crazy shit where you do it, immediately fall back down, do it. And when Topp laid down to do that, Roy T got up, he walked straight over there. He had his hand in his pocket. And he walked through the benches to the end to where Topp was on the ground trying to do that. And right when Topp was jumping up, that nigga Roy T came out his pocket with something about that big. I immediately identified it and knew what it was. It was an eye drops bottle, but clearly he had a bigger hole poked in the thing. And right when Topp was getting ready to come up like that, that nigga squeezed it all in his face. Topp immediately started screaming, grabbing his eyes. And Roy T just started kicking him in the head, kicking him all in the face, kicking him in the head. Topp screaming. He done jumped up trying to run from Roy T, but he got both of his hands on his face. He's screaming. This nigga done ran into the wall. Roy T done ran behind him, picked him up, slammed him, punched them all in the face. By that time, the girl called the code. They came, took both of them out, packed their property, and took it. So Roy T had bleach in there, and he sprayed bleach in Topp eyes, bro. And I guess when he went and took the food out Topp room, he probably went and packed his property real quick because he knew what he was finna do was gonna get him sent to the hole. So now he in the hole with all Topp food, Topp hole stoke off. And then, bro, it's just so crazy and dangerous because, like I say, matter of fact, when we seen Topp again, bro, I think folks said either he was blind in one eye from that shit or he was going blind or it was something. Something was wrong with his vision. And, bro, that shit it's just dangerous, bro. It's a very dangerous place to be. And then it's like, I want y'all opinion. Do y'all feel like Topp did some lame shit by not paying Roy T? Or do you believe since they didn't shake on it, it was a never locked in deal? And do y'all think Roy T did too much and went too far by squirreling Topp like that with the bleach and kicking the man all in the head and in the face and shit? Just leave y'all opinion in the comments. But at the end of the day, bro, try to the best of your ability to not be in that situation, to stay out of shit like that, because, you know, you could go in and never make it out. It's your boy Bill. I'm out of here. What's up, brother? What's up, sister? My name Bill. I went to prison when I was 19 for making poor decisions. Spent 9 years, got out at the age of 28. During my time in prison, I've seen and been around people that were sexually assaulted. I've seen murders with my own 2 eyes, brutal murders, people getting stabbed up. I've seen so much corruption. I've seen people get so depressed and commit suicide. My brothers and sisters, I'm just encouraging y'all to the best of your ability, try to do the right thing, man. Stay out them jails, stay out them prisons. It's not worth it because you could go in and never make it out.